You know the feeling. You're lying in bed, staring at the ceiling. Your body is exhausted, completely still, but your mind is running at 100 miles an hour. It usually starts with a tiny trigger. You replay a passing comment from a meeting, or wonder if you phrased a text message incorrectly. Within minutes, that single minor detail cascades into dozens of worst-case scenarios about your career, your relationships, and your future. The physical toll is the strangest part of the cycle. You might be sitting motionless on a couch, but your brain is burning massive amounts of energy, simulating dozens of complex futures that will likely never happen. So you try the obvious fix. You tell yourself to let it go. You give your brain a direct command to stop thinking, and your brain completely ignores you. We typically label this as thinking too much, focusing on the high volume of mental activity. But the exhaustion comes from a specific mental loop that occurs when the brain tries to solve for missing information. To break it, we need to look closer at the internal logic of how the mind handles uncertainty. Evolution designed your brain to act as a prediction engine. Its primary job is to keep you safe by analyzing the present and forecasting potential problems before they arrive. Give it clear data, and it plots a straight path forward. But watch what happens when it hits a blind spot. An awkward silence in a conversation, or a decision where the outcome is entirely unknown. The clear path fractures. Your mind immediately starts mapping out every conceivable possibility to fill in the blanks. Your brain doesn't view this missing data as a harmless mystery. It treats the unknown as an immediate threat. The prediction engine kicks into overdrive, trapping you in an accelerating loop as it desperately searches for a perfect answer to neutralize the danger. Inside that loop, you feel like you're doing important work. You analyze every angle. You prepare for mistakes. It feels like progress, making the anxiety feel like necessary preparation. Yet reality almost never provides absolute certainty. We have to make choices with incomplete information. By demanding flawless foresight before relaxing, your brain locks itself in a cycle that burns intense mental energy without generating a single actual solution. To escape that mental friction, we instinctively hunt for reassurance. You check your sent folder 3 times to ensure you attached the right document, or you ask a friend to validate a recent decision. In the short term, this works. The moment you get that validation, your brain receives a quick biological hit of relief. The threat level drops. You feel safe. But the relief rarely lasts. Almost as soon as the tension fades, the prediction engine spins back up, generating a secondary doubt. You know you attached the file, but now you wonder if it was the correct version of the file. The cycle resets. What's happening here comes down to biological fuel, attention. The more deeply you monitor a worry and analyze its implications, the more vividly your brain flags that exact thought as critical for your survival. Every time you feed the anxiety with another search for reassurance, you teach your mind that the worry requires constant vigilance. Fighting the thought only makes the loop stronger. Trying to force your mind to go completely quiet is a losing game. Brains are built to generate possibilities. You cannot shut the engine down entirely. The goal is actually to catch the engine when it misfires and instantly divide your mental activity into 2 distinct categories. First are actionable problems. These are situations where you have enough reliable data to take a physical step forward right now. You identify an issue, you choose a response, and you act. Second is unsolvable uncertainty. This covers everything from an awkward conversation that already ended to a future event you cannot entirely predict. These are unknowns that require deep psychological tolerance rather than active problem solving. Recognizing the difference between a problem you can solve and a reality you have to tolerate cuts power to the loop. You stop demanding impossible answers and start accepting incomplete information. To enforce this shift, get the loop out of your head. Write the worry down on a piece of paper. This physical act extracts an abstract anxiety and forces it into a concrete sentence, making it immediately clear if there is an actual step you can take. Next, change the prompt. Instead of asking a vague question that begs for endless speculation, give your brain a specific job. Swap "what if I fail" for "if I fail, what will I do next?" This moves your mind out of passive panic into active preparation. If the thoughts persist, establish a hard boundary. Give yourself 10 minutes to map your options. When time is up, physically leave the room. Moving your body shifts your attention and severs the mental repetition. When the worry inevitably drifts back, you don't need to engage it. You do not have to win a logical argument against your own mind. Just notice the thought has returned and deliberately turn your focus to whatever you are doing. You will never calculate a risk-free future. Life contains too many variables. True peace arrives when you finally stop trying to eliminate every doubt and give yourself the permission to say, "I have thought about this enough."